When I walked out to get the mail yesterday, I noticed that our grass needed cut really bad. And when I mentioned it to my husband, he said, "What do I look like, a landscaper?" And I decided not to start anything, so I just walked away. Well, the next morning when I woke up and went into the bathroom, I noticed a puddle on the floor. The pipe under our sink was leaking. So when my husband woke up, I showed it to him, and he just said, "What do I look like, a plumber?" So I also just let that slide because I couldn't be late to work. Well, a couple of days later, when I turned on the light switch to our chandelier in the foyer, the light bulb blew out. You got to use a ladder because it's really high up. So I mentioned it to my husband, asked him if he could get out his ladder to change it. He was so rude to me. He goes, "What do I look like to you, an electrician?" Well, I was getting really tired of him not willing to fix anything around the house. So the next day when he got home from work, he noticed the grass had been cut, the faucet had been fixed, and the light bulb had been changed. He had this great big smile on his face because he thought I had fixed everything. I told him I didn't do any of that. Our next door neighbor did. He said, "Well, why did he do that? Did you have to pay him or something?" I said, "No, of course I didn't pay him." He said, "Well, it's so nice that there are people willing to just help out their neighbors and do stuff for free." I said, "Well, it wasn't really for free. He just asked me to either bake him a cake or to sleep with him." My husband said, "Oh, so what kind of cake did you make him?" I just looked at my husband and I said, "Do I look like Betty Crocker to you?"